guys, so a few of you were wanting a postpartum update on me. It is, what day is it? It is January 9th, and so that means that I am 3 weeks and what day do I turn? There we go. 3 weeks and Sunday, Monday. 3 weeks and 3 days postpartum. And I'm sorry that this is taking a while for me to do. If you can tell, my house is a wreck. This is the first week that Tavish is back to work, and he works for a week straight. So this is my first week being I will call single mom, because I don't have any help when he's working. He's been trying to help me, you know, as much as he can, but anyways, so sorry the baby's eating. So anyways, I will go ahead and do this update all on me, and then I'll do an update all on him too, because if you can tell, he is drinking out of a bottle now. So but about me, so I've been feeling really good actually. My postpartum has been okay until postpartum depression anyways, has been okay until recently. I've started getting really emotional, and I don't know if that's because I stopped breastfeeding or what's happening, or I'm just doing everything basically alone. So I don't know, it's just me in a house full of 3 kids, and I can't manage to get all the laundry done. I can't manage to feed myself adequately, which probably has something to do with my breastfeeding, but I'll go ahead and talk about that a little bit because it does involve me. I was breastfeeding and supplementing up until 2 days ago, and when he went to the doctor, they thought that it was the milk in my diet that was giving him gas. Well, that was just making him constipated and super sick, but it's not that. And they tried to give a soy formula for him, and that gave him projectile vomit and made him break out in a rash, like I had told you guys before. So we are actually on Good Start formula. I don't know if you ever heard of it. I'd never heard of it. It's the Gerber Good Start Gentle formula, and apparently our doctor said that it's recommended by a lot of gastroenterologists. I probably just butchered that name, but they said it's recommended by them because it has really small particles that are broken down. And the next step would be to do a hypoallergenic formula. So he's doing actually really good on this formula, so I don't think it's the milk per se. I really don't know, but there's other things that in my diet that I don't know of that's causing him really bad gas pains. And my supply like totally dipped. Like for the past couple days before this, I was maybe getting less than an ounce at every pump session. So I don't know what happened or what's going on, but anyways, but other than that, I'm doing really good. I am starting to get back into the hang of things. It'll probably take me a couple more weeks to actually get ready. This is my natural hair and it looks like a hot mess. But yeah, I am trying, oh good job, I'm trying to figure out a, you know, rhythm routine for having 3 kids under the age of 5. So you forget how much attention and, you know, and how much attention and how much time babies really need. And maybe that's why I'm taking it so hard, because it does definitely take away from your other kids. I will definitely say that. And you know, they're learning as well that they need to be more patient and wait, and you know, and it's funny because as soon as he starts crying, I can't always attend to him right that second because I'm doing other things. So it's just like a whole, like, trying to juggle your time thing. And unfortunately at this time he does take up most of my time. So Tavish only works 2 more days, so that'll be really nice. I'm so excited for him to come back home, just because it is a lot easier. Like, even if he was just here to help me put the kids down for bed, like, I think some people take like that for granted, like that you have help at night putting your kids to bed or waking up in the middle of the night. Unfortunately I don't have that, so but it's nice because I do have that every other week. So So when it is the weeks that he is here, so I have a lot of help, which is very nice. Very, very nice. I've been trying to just get up with him in the middle of the night, and then Tavish usually lets me sleep a couple hours in the morning when he's not working, which works out best because I don't mind being up with him, and the boys would probably rather have Tavish up with him in the morning. But other than that, I have officially like stopped bleeding. I just have some like TMI, but some brown discharge coming out, so just old blood. Other than that, I have stopped bleeding. I don't know when I'll get my period back. I'm sure very soon, because I'm not breastfeeding anymore. And everyone wants to know about my hernia. It is still there. It did not go away, and I will show you guys it at the end of the video. I don't think it will go away. It doesn't hurt anymore at all. Like, it doesn't hurt at all, but you can definitely tell I still have a hernia. It almost looks like I have a really disgusting outie belly button, so that's kind of a bummer, but you know what, he's worth it. So, and really, who do I have to impress besides Tavish? So I think he can get over the fact that my belly button's a little messed up. But other than that, oh buddy, you're so gross. Okay, well, let's burp. And when on Christmas, so 9 days, I think it's 9 days after I had him, I was back down my pre-pregnancy size. Unfortunately, I have not lost any more weight, probably because I only eat whatever is left over after I make the kids something, and they don't eat the best food, like the healthiest food. So, and plus, like, I think that really probably had to do with my supply too. I just wasn't feeding myself like as much as I should, because you're supposed to be eating more, and I was probably just eating what average amount of food. So the more kids you have, the more you take less care of yourself. So I'm not the most important person anymore. All these little kids are. So and I will say that we do not have a schedule yet at all. But when we did, when I was in labor and had him, I did not tear, so that was been really good. And I think that really helps tremendously, for the fact that I, you know, haven't had much discomfort. I haven't been in any pain at all. When I was nursing him, I was getting really bad contractions, and they said the more pregnancies you have, the stronger those contractions are. So those were really strong when I was nursing him. But I will say that I think that the breastfeeding helped me not have a hemorrhage this time, because I am very anemic, and I did have a hemorrhage last time. So I think that helped tremendously. I haven't gone to my doctor yet. I think it's in like January, I don't know, 28th or something like that is when I go. This Friday he'll actually be 4 weeks old, but I don't know how that works. He won't be a month old until the 16th. So, but other than that, I'm doing fine. I am just having a hard time juggling everything. So these videos have been, you know, pretty consistent in my point of view, because y'all know how I usually film, and it's a little spotty, but I've been consistently putting up a video almost every day. So it's doing good for having 3 kids under the age of 5 with no one here right now. So my stretch marks are still there, and I don't think they'll ever go away. I had really bad stretch marks from when I had Hunter, and with Keegan they just got a little longer, and with this pregnancy they just got a little longer. And actually this pregnancy I have not gotten any new stretch marks. They're just all the previous ones that stretched a little bit farther, so that's good. I didn't have to worry about new ones, but you know, they're still there. So I will go ahead and show you guys my 3-week belly, 3 weeks postpartum belly. Here's with the shirt up. So it looks like, so you can see I still have all my stretch marks, but they're starting to fade except for at the very tips of where they are. And if you can see, this is still my hernia, so it is not going away at all. But like I said, all my stretch marks are starting to fade except for at the very tips. So I don't think that's too bad for being, you know, 3 weeks postpartum. I still look like I'm like probably, you know, a couple months pregnant, but you know what, at least I'm back down to my pre-pregnancy weight. As soon as, you know, my doctor says everything's fine, then I can go ahead and start like exercising or whatever I want to do. And you know, I'm just a normal person. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. You know, it's not as easy as people think, you know, oh, you're just gonna have a new baby and it's gonna be fine and all this is gonna be great. No. This is true life. This is really my life. And, you know, it's a little, you know, it's a little hard. But other than that, I'm feeling great. He's doing great. We're all doing great. We're not getting any sleep. So that might help to, like, be hindering the, like, postpartum too, because I have only been getting like 3 hours of sleep every night, so that doesn't help, because little party monster over here from about 11 to 2 does not want to sleep at night. So hopefully that'll change soon. Oh. Hi Chunka Chunka. And I will have a more in-depth video about my postpartum when I actually go see my doctor and I get a checkup and everything. I am not planning on getting any birth control. I have gotten Mirena before and I will never get that again. It ended up migrating into my uterus. And I don't do well on any like hormonal birth control, so I'm not gonna do that. So I guess we'll just use condoms or something. It is very, I will say this, it is very, very hard for us to get pregnant. We had to try for over a year and a half to get pregnant, or like we had to try for over, like at least over a year before we got pregnant with Kian, or Cronin. We really have to try, so it does not happen easy. My psoriasis is back, and it's actually starting to come back more so now that I stopped breastfeeding. I can't, when I'm normally like not pregnant, I can't eat dairy, I can't eat gluten, and I can't eat sugar, as well as a few other things. Not that I can't eat it, I can eat it, but if I do, I get really bad flare up. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye guys. And no further notice. I give it up to anybody who daily vlogs. I think it's really wonderful, but it takes a